GRYSKLL.
Hey, look, I know narcissists now. I'm trying not to name names here, you know.
Hey man, you can DM me. You don't gotta put me on blast for
No,
that.
it ain't nobody in this chat. Well, unless you got something you need to tell me about, you know.
But yeah, no, I help victims and survivors overcome, heal, you know, gain understanding and awareness after dealing with the abuse, because a lot of the victims, they're clueless, like they don't know what has happened to them, and so they need help and understanding and some support.
And how does this support look like? How does somebody reach out to you, and what is your normal protocol? Do you have a protocol?
Yeah, so I have my website. So my website is livenarcfree.com. And on my website, I have video courses. I have support sessions. So it can range from 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes to almost 2 hours. And I also have coaching programs. Two of my popular coaching programs is called Overcome Narcissistic Abuse and also Turn Your Pain into Power. And I actually just finished a book that I'm going to be coming out with very soon. It's called Reclaim Your Life Back, My Journey into Understanding Narcissism. So I hope that can help somebody too. And I did mention the video and audio courses. And then I do readings as well, you know, for any advice, guidance, and support, whether it was from dealing with a narcissist or a dating relationship situation, to kind of help people find clarity and support in their life. So.
What drove you to, you know, make this a mission of yours?
Ooh, that's a good question. I guess, you know, I feel like my whole life, and maybe you guys can relate or not, but I guess the experience I had living with my aunt, because I wasn't adopted, like this is flesh and blood, grew up knowing her my whole life. And for her to mistreat me and for her to betray me like that, you know, it was just devastating. And also the male narcissist, you know, us dating for almost 4 years, you know, and to turn out that it was all a lie, I was just like, I can't let this be the end of me. Like, I have to turn this into something better, because I could have easily self-destruct. Like, and the unfortunate part is it's kind of common that victims and survivors actually commit suicide. It's a very, very common thing. So this is very serious. And I said to myself, you know, I don't want that to be me. That can't happen to me. And I felt lonely a lot. I felt scared. I felt lost. And I was literally by myself when I went no contact with my aunt that was a narcissist and the male narc. And at the end of the day, only person that I had was God, like my creator. And I remember when I was healing and recovering, I asked God, I was like, God, like, what is my life purpose? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, what is it? And he didn't answer it right away, but slowly but surely, it kind of came into play. And like I said, when I don't know, something inside of me just told me to make a video talking about what I had went through. And when I made the video, it went viral. And I was like, okay, like this is it. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Really happy to see somebody else living in their purpose. I know what it feels like to find that purpose and to find what really like makes you get up in the morning and helps you get over something like that, an experience like that. I can definitely relate, and I'm sorry that was your experience.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
I am curious, are there ever situations where the narcissist thinks they're surrounded by a narcissist?
Does a narcissist think that they're surrounded by narcissists?
Like, do they not realize that they are, in fact, the narcissist when they're accusing other people of being narcissists? In
my personal opinion, I think narcissistic people are pretty smart. They're smart people, because the guy that I dealt with, he like I said, he was a music producer. He loved hip hop, and I like hip hop and R&B, all that stuff. But I remember, like, when I used to go and visit him, like, he would have like this big stack of books, like, that he read, and like he was really, I thought he was smart and intelligent. But he knew what he was doing. It wasn't like he was unconscious about like the hurt and the pain he was causing me. Like he knew, you know what I mean? They're very familiar. I think the unfortunate part is that these narcissists, they have been hurt, and they never healed. They didn't do the inner work, which like how us normal people would do. Like, you know, let's say we're in a relationship or we have a connection with someone and we hurt them. A normal person they're going to be like, you know what, I'm sorry. Like, I apologize. Like, I want to make it up. I didn't mean to do that. You know what I mean? But with a narcissist, they're not going to apologize. They're going to be like, oh, I didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I mean? And so, and it's just based off of what has happened to them, you know, but yeah, they know exactly what they're doing, and they love to hurt people. That's what they love. Like, there's this thing called supply. And so it's basically like, you know, whether it's like your energy, your attention, whatever that is, it's basically like something that the narcissist can get from you. The narcissist actually prefers a negative supply over something positive. So they prefer you to react in a negative way because they know exactly what they're doing. They know the hurt and the pain and the agony that they're causing you. They want you to feel that way.
Gotcha.
So they get some sort of joy
Yes.
from others' pain
Yes.
inflicted by them. Is that it?
Yes.
And then the lack of empathy is that what prevents them from being able to, or the inability, instead of lack of, and the inability
Yes.
to empathize, is that what makes it so that they can't get to that point of apologizing or acknowledging their mistakes or flaws?
Right. Yeah. The lack of accountability, the lack of empathy, the lack of understanding, the lack of being able to put themselves in another person's shoes, because whatever happened to the narcissist was just so big, so great that they can't see how another person is feeling. I guess in their mind, they're probably like, well, you know what? I've been hurt the worst. Nobody knows what I've been through, but they don't realize, like, don't think like that. Like, if you have been hurt, well, get support, get help. Like, don't feel like, oh, you have to do this by yourself. But again, the narcissist, they don't think that they do anything wrong. They don't apologize. They don't even give you any closure.
Can I say something like semi-controversial?
Please.
What a loaded leading question. In like recent media history, are there any examples that might highlight this? I didn't say any name, just saying like in recent media history, are there any examples of this that you might point to as of such? People that are known globally or known throughout their profession and might have been going through situations that called to mind, the idea of a narcissist.
You're thinking like a celebrity or like a public figure,
For example,
41, 42, 43, 44, 46.
I was definitely gonna go with that one.
I could not be in that sort of position to judge.
Could you have like a 30, 40, 50 year history in the public eye of said behavior that would give you a pretty good indication?
Lord have mercy.
Nothing with the
Resident-
color orange comes to mind?
Resident Trump.
Will y'all stop it?
Nothing with the color orange comes to mind with that question?
Orange.
How often is that happen
Wait,
why everyone here?
I know, I'm waiting for one of the villains to do this, man. Come
I
on.
wasn't talking about politics.
Rhymes with
No, I wasn't talking about politics. I wasn't talking about politics.
Oh, you're talking about politics.
Oh, but
No, I was not talking about politics.
But the politics was the most obvious one.
I was talking about
man.
people, famous couples.
I know you saw I would go out on a limb and say he's talking about Kim Ye, but I could be wrong.
Well, I thought about that.
I was not talking about those people. Okay, oh my gosh.
You want to lay a disclaimer?
Right.
I'm
Right.
trying to rock with you, bro.
Hold on, let's call legal real quick.
We love Kim Ye and all the things that they have done
I was
for the
talking
culture.
about
For the culture.
like in the recent trial, there was a trial recently.
Oh, I missed that.
Ooh, nice.
There was a whole trial, and that name kept coming up a lot during the trial. That's what I meant. In that recent.
We talking about Bird?
Forget that. In the community, I want to be in the community. What can I do as a person in the community to help ameliorate this kind of situation and contribute to the sustainability of my communities?
First, you can define ameliorate, because I don't know what that means.
Wait.
All right, he come with the professorisms, man.